ukta sadhana yuktena vicāraḥ puruṣena hi kartā'sya jnana siddhyartham ātmanah shubhamicchata notpadyate vina jnanam vicareṇānya sadhanaihi yatha padarthabhānam hi prakāśena vina kaccid. Up to this we have seen it. Now, for Atma Jnanam, we need to do vicāra. And few verses we are going to see on the importance of vicāra. That's why by mistake, especially student of Vedanta, and that too after seeing this aparokshanubhuti text, don't translate vicāra as inquiry. So, vicāra to be translated as vicāra. So the word vicāram is so, compact that so many factors are involved, and we will see many verses on this word vicāram. So we discussed in the last class. So vicāram means not mere inquiry or self-inquiry, but vicāram means the dialogue between the teacher and the taught. Guru Shishya Samvada iti vicāram. So that you have to be very clear. Or else every time you do your vicāram, okay? In colloquial language in all over India we have vicāram, okay? So what vicāram? Today also vicāram is going on in all television channels, okay? The news today is flashing. So in fact, I got headache listening to this news today. So each one is shouting. However, so each one of you do vicāra. Vicāra means analysis, self-analysis, self-inquiry. But all your analysis, all your inquiry is based on your insecurity, based on your information. And interestingly, all information is related to your insecurity. And again, all insecurity are nothing but the information that you have. Can you see this point? How you are caught in the whirlpool. Let us say, first question, why a person wanted to be an engineer or doctor or whatever you want to become as a child? Because parents inject some thought. Or you are fascinated. Or you discover, especially as a child when you go to a dentist, so it's very painful, so many people are there. Then you say, look, I want to be dentist so that I will take revenge on others. One child told, okay, I want to be a dentist so that I will take revenge on everybody. However, just look at this concept, how it works. So the insecurity brings the information, or all the information that you gather is based on insecurities. You have all sort of information around you. Do you know everything? That's why you don't recognize your neighbor. Only the neighbor that is connected to your insecurity somewhere or other, or absence of insecurity, okay? Only you know about that neighbor. And again, as you see further, information makes you more insecure. So a common person is being caught. This information insecurity will pull. And all inquiry analysis that we do in our day-to-day life, keeping with these two. That's why here he says, this is not vicāram, this is something not healthy at all. That's why Guru Sishya Samvada is only vicāra. And while discussing this thing, says, look, the verse now let us look at, continuing, 12. Koham katham idaṁ jātaṁ. Ko vai kartā'sya vidyate. Upādānaṁ kim astīha. Vicāra soyam īdṛśaḥ. Here one should be little bit careful while looking at this vicāram. Because whenever you do vicāram, as we have been discussing, this between two, your insecurity and your information. But when Shastra comes in, that's why previous verse he said, na utpadite vina jnanam vicārena anya sadhani. So by any other sadhanas, any other means, jnana is not going to arise. So when you come to this, now the next question comes beautifully, that kaha aham. So how the vichara should start? So the vicharam should start with the help of Shastra, not with the help of insecurity. If you start vicharam with insecurity, then what happens? So because of insecurity you attend the class, then once you become a little bit secure, so your priority changes. Can you see this point? This is the starting with the class, okay? And many other factors are there. Now, if the Shastra becomes priority, with the help of Shastra, you start doing vicharam, or you can say that inquiry has to be done, analysis has to be done. Now, Shastra cannot unfold by itself. So that means you need the help of Guru Acharya. So that means the Shishya or the person or you have to behave at least, okay? If not mentally, at least pretend, okay? To be a Shishya. That is also enough, okay? At least I will not lose my protocol, okay? So you need to pretend as though at least Shishya, okay? Whether you are Shishya or not is another. Now, once you are a Shishya, that means you approach the Guru to know the Shastra. Then what Shastra should talk? Shastra should not talk what you know. Because what you already know, why Shastra should talk? So that is not acceptable. So Shastra must talk that which is not known to me. So that means we say very nicely, it should be anadhigata vishayam, na adhigatam iti. So that which is not under the preview of my pramanas, that eyes and all my sense organs, or all other pramanas, other 5 pramanas. And the Shastra also must talk the subject matter, not only that which is not available for other means of knowledge, also it must not be negated tomorrow. Avadhitam. Like new amendment. See, Bible also is considered as a Shastra for Christianity. No doubt in it. But it is badhitam, it is not avadhitam. It is negated by themselves. So that's why new amendment comes. So if the Shastra is amended, that means it is not apurushayam, it is a paurushayam. It is written by human beings. Like constitution of any country. So few people joined together during that time. So whatever come to their mind or whatever was predominant that moment, they made a book that is called Constitution, subject to be amended. That's why few countries you people have called Constitutional Court, where the Constitution can be discussed or challenged or whatever law. So this Shastra should be also what? Avadhitam. That's why when you start looking at Shastra in this way, you will discover also your word cannot be negated. You will not fluctuate. That is the result comes automatically. And third is Jnana Janakam, that creates the knowledge. It does not create any imposition. So you don't impose anything anywhere. Now when this is the case, now with this background, now the inquiry should start on what? Jiva and Jagat. So generally we inquiry into three things. That is the basic inquiry. Jiva as individual. Kaha aham iti. Who am I? So that is the basic inquiry. Don't say that, look, I am so and so. Okay? Like, proudly you present yourself. I am so and so. Appa. So that is not. Yes, wherever arrogance is required, you can. If you think that arrogance can pay you. Not other places. However, ka aham iti, the first is jiva. Then also, second thing we look at, what is jagat? Called jagat vicāra, jiva vicāra, jagat vicāra. Then we say very carefully, karana vicāra, jagat, jiva, karana vicāra. There are three things. That means inquiring into the self, inquiring into this universe, and the cause of both jiva and jagat. Now when we look at this jiva and especially jagat, for example, say, all of us we know that jagat is created. So jagat means universe, okay? Jagat is created and it has a karta. That's why in every religion, this is what we were taught in English when we were learning English, not religion. We learn English this way. God is omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. Without knowing what is omni, okay? I'm not telling you jokes. And the teachers those days don't know anything, okay? Sorry, with due respect to them. They taught many things, okay? And if you ask little further what is omni, only you get the cane, okay? Nothing else. Now, this omnipotent, omniscient aspect of Ishvara or God, everybody knows, every religion talks. So that is not a big thing at all. But the omnipresence aspect, nobody talks. No religion talks. The omnipresence aspect of God or Ishvara. Now, for this, what is being talked very carefully? Says, look at this upādānaṁ kāranam kim astīha. So he says, if you look at the translation part, so that we'll go ahead accordingly. Ka aham asmi iti. Who am I? Katham idaṁ jātaṁ. How this world created? How is this world created? Don't ask me whether it's Big Bang theory or Darwin theory, okay? We are not talking about that, okay? Be careful and clear. Then, kaha vai karta. So, is it self-created? Darwin theory? Evolution? Or has it got any karta? A creator? And how is the creator, whether different from it or part of it? Is that creator like me? Because I create only nuisance in my life, only confusion in my life. And whenever I create confusion, I am more strong, okay? And I am more, And the best thing is, because now today is election phobia, result phobia today. So which party or which person is going to be defeated, that fellow will shout more. The one who is going to win, that fellow will be very careful. Each word will be talking very nicely, carefully. Whereas those who are going to defeat, oh, you should see the what. While talking in the TV channel or anywhere, I will shout, and of course, after get defeated, they will make much more mess, okay? And blame others. And they will blame government, blame EVM machine, blame everybody, okay? If they are only perfect, except them, everybody is wrong. So today evening we will see all over India, okay? This is the drama. Same thing also in life. When I am giving example, remember, I am hitting you, okay? Please remember this. So coming back, she says, now next is, karta kaha vai kartā'sya vidyate iti. So who indeed is the creator of this creation? Then comes, kim asti upādānaṁ ayam. So kim asti, so what is the upādānaṁ, material cause here? So what would be material cause? That also need to be discussed. And then he says, saha ayam means that systematic analysis of scripture, idaṁ, like this, such as this, vicāraḥ iti uchyate, is called vicāra. Can you see this point? And this particular thing, idaṁ vicāra iti, sahayam idaṁ vicāraḥ, it will continue in details, verse after verse. Hold on it. Now, when we look at this point, as we have been discussing, that we need to look into upādāna kāranam of Jagat. Only by analysis of upādāna kāranam, means material cause of this universe, we will arrive at omnipresence presence aspect of Ishvara or God. Or else God is not complete. We'll see, continuing as time comes, okay? Or else it will not be nice. nāhaṁ bhūta gaṇo deho nāhaṁ cākṣa gaṇas tathā etad vilakṣaṇam kaścid vicāra soyam īdṛśaḥ. He says, look, when you start doing it, the vicāra, first you look at yourself, always known to unknown. So I am known, especially my body. So he says, aham na deha bhūta gaṇah iti. So that means now the teaching starts very carefully. Now, as we have seen also in Bhagavad Gita, in different places, also different methodology, always a teaching starts in a saṅkshepa, viśtāra, again saṅkshepa. First brief, then elaborately will be discussed, then again in a capsule format, summarizing. So that is how the teaching. Now he also follows here the same method. So the method here is called drik-drishya viveka method. So you can say experiencer, experienced. That which is experienced is not experiencer. So that means I am someone is different from what I experience. So this says very carefully. That's why sometimes a seer and a seen concept, okay? That which is seen is not seer. That which is experienced is not the experiencer. So that means the object of experience cannot be called as experiencer. So in this concept, aham deho bhūta gaṇah na asmi iti means I am not the body, that which is a combination of the 5 elements. Why? Because I am able to experience the body or not? Am I experiencing or not? Definitely. Am I able to see the body or not? Definitely. So what is being experienced, what is being seen, cannot be me. Not only that, next he says, tathā, similarly, aham na akṣya gaṇah asmi iti. That means I am not akṣya gaṇah. So akṣya gaṇah means a group of senses. So what are this group of senses? We have 5 sense organs. So they are called external sense organs. Especially jnanendriyas, organs of perceptions. And of course karmendriyas you can bring it. Organs of actions. They are called external sense organs. Also, there is something called internal sense organs. Tattva bodha, okay? Mano, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. Mana, manas, buddhi, chittam and ahankara. So these four are called internal sense organs. So all this put together, what we call as subtle body, sukshma sharira, saptadasa kalabhi. So these 17 parts now here is being presented as akshagana, a group of senses. So he says, I am not that either. Why? Because it is seen, it is experienced. Problem is you don't experience your mind, but others experience your mind, okay? When you are angry, do you experience? Other experience your anger, okay, your heat. So when you are depressed, you don't experience, but other experience that you are depressed, thick energy. However, let us not get into too much. Now he says, look, that means I am here based on this idaṁ viveka analysis. I am not the body, means stula sariram, gross body. Also, I am not what? Sukshma sariram, also subtle body. Because this body being inert, jadam, I cannot be that. I am sentient. I am chetana purusha. So me being chetana purusha and sarira being achetana, jadam, inert, I cannot be that either. So that means the person starts inquiring slowly. And this inquiry, the vichāram, has to be done not independently, in keeping with Shastra. That's why systematic study of Shastra. Not reading paperback, doing this, doing that. So whenever I feel like, let me attend. Whenever I don't feel like, let me drop. Today I am busy, my priority this, that. Good, but to be very honest, it does not work in long run. So that's why when this is being talked, now this sharira being achetana, also the sukshma sharira also achetana, is a reflecting medium. It's like, for example's sake, we have discussed in Bhagavad Gita in details. Does moon has light? Even though we all call moonlight. We see in our eyes, there is moonlight. We experience, we feel, mind goes crazy. And for any practical purpose, there is moonlight. But in reality, is there moonlight? Does the light, does moon has got its own light? Definitely not. It is a reflecting medium that reflects the light of sun. So also, the sukshma sharira is a reflecting medium. The mind is a reflecting medium. In short, mind is also achetana, inert. So that is to be understood. When you understand that, then you come to the point, that is what he says, etad vilakṣaṇaḥ kaścid. So that means aham kaścid etad vilakṣaṇam asmiti. I am something different from this seen world, different from this experienced world. Now he says, look, ayam saha ayam vicāraḥ iti. So the systematic analysis of scripture such as this is called vicāra. So what does it mean? With this I will stop it. Why this vicāra is being highlighted? Because two more verses that we will see tomorrow, which is very crucial. If you do not do vicāra in keeping with Shastra, you make your mind very volatile. That's the problem. So in the name of Vedanta, you make or you create or you nourish a monster. And when vicāra is done, that's why some people say, oh Swamiji, I don't agree with you. Good. So the moment you say you don't agree with me, that means don't worry, you will never agree with me. Only you agree whatever is conducive for me, whatever is suitable for you. However, let me not get into too details, because you are now almost becoming PhD students, okay? So it doesn't look nice to remind small things. However, when vicāra is done continuously, in keeping with the Shastra and the teaching, your thinking aligns with the teacher and teaching. Somebody told, oh, you want to create a copycat? Tape recorders? I'm not telling jokes. I have gone through. When we were studying also, somebody told same thing. So Swamiji wants to produce tape recorder. Means no Shraddha at all. Because whole process is this. And when you start looking in this way, you start handling your mind, even if mind is not prepared, becomes prepared. Why? We'll see tomorrow.